So in today's video, it's actually a start of a new series I'm making where I'll discuss issues I have with different businesses in GTA Online, and the debut of that series being my problem with the Bail Enforcement Office, which was recently added with the Bottom Dollar Bounty DLC. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, repetitive missions that serve to be time wasters aside, I wanted to talk about the payout for this business and how it's a bad investment actually. Now, if you have all the money in the world in GTA Online, then sure, buy this business for the content. The missions do get repetitive, but I did enjoy some of the most wanted bounties, like the Omar Garcia bounty. But if you're like most players who don't have much money, I'd give this business a pass, honestly. Let's say you buy the cheapest location for this business and don't buy any upgrades for it whatsoever. You'll be spending $1.6 million, and each mission pays out between $36,000 to $40,000, and you can only do 3 of these every 48 minutes, while the most wanted bounty pays out $125,000, and you can only do that once every 24 hours. So let's say on average, each regular bounty is paying $40,000 each. That comes out to $120,000 an hour. And adding the most wanted bounty you can only do once a day, that'll bring it up to $245,000 an hour. And then in the next hour, after the 3 regular bounties refresh after 48 minutes, you'll only be making another $120,000 an hour. So if you bought the cheapest bail enforcement office, that being in Paleto Bay, with no upgrades, you would need to play for 13 hours to make your money back, meaning you would have to play 39 missions, and that's just for the cheapest location. Let's say you went all out and bought the most expensive location, all the upgrades, and spent $5 million overall. You would have to spend 41 hours to get your money back. You'd have to do 123 bounties in order to make your money back with this business. And then you look at something like the Casaka, which costs $2.2 million, and the Kyle Perico heist pays out on average $1.3 million. Meaning after just 2 Kyle Perico heists, you've made your money back from buying the Casaka. Or looking at the auto shop, the cheapest being $1.6 million, and with each contract, you make on average $160,000 every 20 minutes. Meaning you will earn on average $480,000 per hour. So you can make your money back in about 3.5 hours, totaling and doing only 10 contracts. And that's not to mention that if you get the unit depository contract, which that contract pays out $290,000, you would make your money back a lot quicker than 3.5 hours. So with the Casaka and the auto shop, you're spending less money and making more back than with the bail enforcement offices. So my biggest issue with the bail enforcement office is how little money you make and how much effort and time you have to spend to just make your money back. I believe that the regular bounties shouldn't have a 48-minute cooldown, but a 5-minute cooldown, like your security contracts in the agency. So every hour you can make $480,000 doing regular bounties instead of making $125,000 an hour doing just regular bounties, since ideally there would be no 48-minute cooldown for the 3 regular bounties. And as for the most wanted bounty, I don't mind it being a 24-hour cooldown, considering this pays out the most, and it's fun to have a daily bounty to look forward to. So if we were to get rid of this 48-minute cooldown for these 3 regular bounties that we do, and instead got a 5-minute cooldown, we can make $480,000 an hour. And in the span of just 3.5 hours, you'd make your money back by buying the cheapest bail enforcement location, instead of it being 13 hours because of the 3 bounty limit every 48 minutes. So my issue with this whole DLC and this business, it's like Rockstar doesn't even want you to play the content, you know? Like, they give you 3 bounties every 48 minutes, and these bounties only take about 5 minutes to do each, given what location you get. But honestly, what are you supposed to do for the next 48 minutes if you're playing the game? When I get on GTA, I want to play GTA. I don't want to just get off and go do something else in IRL and touch grass. I already do that enough. But when it comes to playing the game, it's like they don't want you to enjoy the new content they added to this game. Similar to what they did with the salvage yard last year by making each robbery from the salvage yard a weekly cooldown instead of like a 48-minute cooldown. To me, it just makes no sense, especially since how little this business actually pays out in comparison to other businesses. So in conclusion, how I would fix this issue, I would just reduce the cooldown from being 48 minutes to being just about 5 minutes, just like the security contracts in the agency. And considering the agency actually pays out more than these bounties, I think it's actually more than fair. But if you guys did go and enjoy what I had to say about the bail enforcement offices, and like what I had to say about Rockstar's issues with this update, a like and comment would be appreciated. Subscribe new to the channel. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.